Dark Souls 3 is FromSoft's finale of the Souls trilogy, and some might say it's one of the best games they've ever made. Well, some might even go so far as to say it's one of the best games anyone's ever made. Now, let's not get ahead of myself here. I'm not one to dispute those claims, but what I will do is give my thoughts on the game from a casual Let's Player's perspective. Now, I know what you're thinking. Great, another Let's Play of Dark Souls 3, whoop-de-doo. Let me tell you why you're wrong. I'm really bad at this game. Oh, okay. Nice. There wasn't any sort of... Oh, I can just roll. Nope. I'm sorry, what? Are you dancing? You're dancing. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? As a whole, my feelings for the Dark Souls games are bittersweet. On one hand, I appreciate the challenge they provide for someone who isn't really into difficult games all that much, but as someone who is gathering an interest in challenge runs, they offer nearly an endless amount of replayability due to the many different challenges you can do, from SL1s to magic only to underutilized weapons. If there's a weapon, there's someone who's beating the game with it. On the other hand, as someone who tends to get ahead of myself at times, Dark Souls is a good reminder that you just can't do that, especially in these games.
Bruh.
Oh, oh, I'm dead. I'm dead.
You stupid.
Part 1. Keyboard cutout. The mechanics. To start from the beginning, almost right away I was plagued with a problem that would persist throughout the entirety of my playthrough. Keybinds. Or, rather, my inability to remap them. For whatever reason, the version I played didn't let me change the keybinds, even though I tried several times. Oh, so it's... oh. So shift is like the alternate weapon attack. Oh. Gotcha. That sucks. I probably could rebind it, but the problem is everything else is taken up. Why is it not? For someone who genuinely struggles with timing things properly, being unable to parry made some fights harder than necessary. Way too early. Wait, what? What happened?
So I am confusion.
Like, why does that happen? Ow. Ow. Hello? As such, I continuously misused and mixed up both my Estus and my left-hand attacks, leading to some unfortunate deaths. I think I can do this. Right click. I didn't want to flash flood there. It's weird. I'm like 60 hours into this game, and my fingers still think right click is use Estus, and my brain still thinks R is Pyromancy. Part 2. Lineup Lowdown. The bosses. Next up are the bosses. Now, while some might struggle with some of these bosses, going in blind and not really knowing what to expect is part of the experience to many, including myself. For Dark Souls 3 in particular, the game is probably some of the best encounters in the series so far. But then again, there's also some duds. I'm looking at you, Wyvern. Oh, nice. And Yorm? Do I really need to explain why? Okay. Sure, alright. During my initial run, I didn't quite do all the bosses, so I might have a different opinion on some bosses that people might praise or even dislike. The ones I missed out on, or decided on not to do as part of my recorded run at least, were all of the DLC bosses, as well as the Nameless King. I just didn't really want to do the DLCs, because they're noticeably harder than the rest of the game, and I just decided I wasn't good enough. If I can't even beat the Nameless King, then why even do the DLCs? However, I did finally manage to do the King off stream, and it was a very good fight. one that I felt very satisfied completing, as well as some of the other bosses. Hit her, hit her, hit her, hit her. Nice. That should be it, please, please, please. Nice. Part 3. Granularity. The Sidequests. Dark Souls isn't exactly known for its forwardness, although the third entry is a little bit more linear than the others in the series. The sidequests, almost all of them at least, aren't very informative in what they have to do. The exceptions to this, at least from my initial playthrough and what I saw, are most of the Henri quest line and Leonard's quest, where he basically lays out exactly what you have to do and where you have to go, mainly to Rosaria, but getting there is another point entirely. Jump down. Okay, I missed. Alright. Come on. Alright. Why can't I not roll? What is happening? So while doing the quests, I did have to look some, or rather, most of them up, just because name a better duo than Dark Souls in ambiguity, especially the Cirrus one, where I have to constantly be bouncing back and forth between Firelink and the next part of our questline. I have to kill the tree boss, make it to Earthil, help her with someone from her world, and then go back to the tree boss just to help kill her dad or whoever it is. All this just to have her be able to help out in the Twin Princess fight. I mean, I guess I can also have her help out with Deacons and the Abyss Watchers, but who needs help with Deacons? What in the... What is happening? What is this? Maybe there is a time limit. I don't know. Nope, nope, nope. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Who designed this entire questline? I just want to talk. Part 4. A Fire Rescinded. The Ending. With Dark Souls in general having more than one ending, your choices, or lack thereof, tend to have at least a little bit of a bearing on your initial playthrough. If you get attached to any characters, or if you want to see their quest lines through, there can be some implications on the ending, depending on the characters involved. For the ending itself, I felt that it was probably one of the most abrupt endings of any game I've ever played. No option for credits, no relief, no cooldown, no... nothing. Just suddenly it wants me to go into New Game Plus? It left me very confused, frustrated, and annoyed. Very annoyed. Begin Journey 2 in current state. Journey 2 can be initiated from the Shrine Bonfire if you do not wish to continue now. Is this New Game Plus? Wait. I'm sorry, what? Why? Why did it not do this after credits? What the fuck? Dude. I didn't even feel relief that I killed the final boss, which is, by all accounts, extremely frustrating. At least my attempts were. There's no openings. He chooses whichever one he wants at any point in time. He can go into different phases at any percentage of health. He just is choosing to be aggressive all the time, and then randomly just does nothing. And then at the same time, he can just change his attack speed for whatever reason he wants. Sometimes he does 2 attacks, other times he does 3. I also didn't really anticipate that the boss could basically be just soloed with Yuria, which is unfortunate because the Soul of Cinder itself is really cool. Wow, okay. Part 5. Linking the Flame. Conclusion. Dark Souls is a franchise that has captivated the hearts of many people worldwide, and the games only seem to get better and better. Let's not talk about Dark Souls 2. And has even spawned its own type of game, Souls-like, with many games being basically Dark Souls, but which is a phenomenal tip of the hat to the game that started it all, Demon Souls, and up to the current entry in the series, and coming very soon to this channel. Do you really want to talk about Dark Souls 2?